Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Baltimore State Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. We have a huge game today as the Stallions make the trip down to Auburn, Alabama, and Jordan-Hare Stadium to take on the 13th ranked Auburn Tigers. These two teams have only met once before. It was in year 4 of the Dynasty where Baltimore State dominated Auburn 38-13 en route to their first national championship victory. But both of these teams have kind of reversed roles at this point, where Auburn is much closer to being a national championship contender, whereas Baltimore State's still kind of in a rebuilding mode. As we begin the game, Auburn has the football, now 2nd and 4. And Long going to go right side, and he completes it. Simmons able to make the catch near the sidelines. That's an 11-yard gain and a first down. Simmons so far 14 catches, 185 yards, and a touchdown. 1st and 10, Long going to find Simmons again. Simmons breaks the tackle, and he's going to get up to about the 37-yard line. Auburn already looking good early on in this game. Now 1st and 10, Long going to scramble this time, and he's brought down from behind after a gain of 3. Tank Evans able to make the stop there. Now we're going to go to a 3rd and 5. Auburn looking to convert here. Long drops back, flag on the play. Here's Mitchell. Hallmiller just falls over, and Mitchell going to easily run into the end zone for the touchdown. They're going to get Baltimore State for offside, so the play will stand. Auburn with an early 7-0 lead over Baltimore State. So now we'll see what the Stallions can do in response. 2nd and 9. Julius Hobbs goes right side, and a nice catch by Jalen Morrison getting both feet in bounds. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 1. They send a man in motion to the left. Now Cinder going to get outside, and Roman Cinder going to pick up the first down up to the 23-yard line. This is an extremely fast defense that Baltimore State is facing today. 1st and 10, Hobbs going to roll to his right. Just dumps it off to Mentor, and Colin Mentor going to get up to about the 30-yard line. That leads to a 2nd and 2. Cinder in the backfield now, gets the carry, and Cinder able to get the first down and a little bit more up to about the 37-yard line. That moves the chains. Now 1st and 10, Hobbs going to roll to his right, throws it, and he finds a wide open Damian Rutledge. Rutledge down the right sideline, breaks a few tackles, and he's dragged down at about the 37-yard line to Auburn. So Baltimore State looking to tie this ball game up early on. 3rd and 6, Hobbs over the middle, finds Morrison again. Probably should have been a face mask, but Baltimore State will take the first down either way. So now 1st and 10, Hobbs gets it away last second, finds Rutledge, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards inside the 15 now. That's going to lead to a 2nd and 4. Hand off to Mentor. Up the left sideline on the stretch play, and he picks up about 3 yards on the play. It's going to lead to a 3rd and 1. Hobbs in the pistol. He hands it off to Cinder, and Cinder going to be stood up. Loses a yard on the play. That's going to lead to a 4th and 2, and Baltimore State going to go for it here. Hobbs in the shotgun, going to drop back. Looks over the middle, and he finds Jalen Morrison, who gets inside the 5, so the risky play call pays off. Now Baltimore State with a 2nd and goal from the 2. Hobbs over the middle, finds Dustin Scott in the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore State. And we have ourselves a tie ball game. A great drive from Julius Hobbs, 8 of 8 for 74 yards and the touchdown. So now we'll see how Auburn responds. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Hand off to Miller. He gets outside. Very nice blocking. And Miller breaks a few tackles. He's going to get the first down. It already looked like a good run anyways, but the broken tackle gets him across the first down marker. Now on 3rd and 6, there's the completion over the middle to Simmons for the first down. And that's how we end the first quarter. Now 3rd and 7 as we begin the second quarter. Here's the throw over the middle. It's Simmons again, who's having a huge day so far. Up to 65 yards on 4 catches. Baltimore State has to find a way to stop him. Now 1st and 10. Hand off to Miller. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. Inside the 10. And he's finally dragged down at about the 4-yard line. So now 1st and goal. Long going to drop back out of the goal line formation. Finds Tucker. He's going to get into the end zone for the 5-yard touchdown reception. And Auburn with a 14-7 lead. This is looking like it's going to be a shootout. So now Baltimore State with the football. 1st and 10. And Colin Mentor dropped in the backfield for a loss. Jordan Booker able to get there. That's going to lead to a 2nd and 13. Hobbs gets it away, and he finds Scott near the sideline. He's able to get both feet in bounds. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 2. Baltimore State still in the shotgun formation. Hobbs over the middle, finds Morrison, and he's just barely able to get the first down thanks to forward progress. So now 1st and 10. Hobbs going to drop back again. Gets it away, hit as he throws, and he finds Scott. Nice looking drag route there. Gives him about 6. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 4. Auburn with the rush again, and Rutledge with the grab over the middle for 5 yards. As Hobbs is really feeding those drag routes so far today. Now 1st and 10. Hobbs over the middle looking for another drag route, and this time it's intercepted. And Auburn going to have the ball at the 32-yard line. This is just a case of Hobbs going to the well one too many times. The route gets jumped, and it's a turnover. Now Auburn has the ball inside the 35 of Baltimore State, 2nd and 12. Thrown over the middle on the slant route is Simmons again. 14 yards in the play and a 1st down. So under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Here's the handoff to Miller up the middle. Great blocking by the offensive line, and he's tripped up. That would have been a touchdown had it not been for George Smith making the tackle. But Auburn looking to make it a 2-possession game. Here's a speed option to the left side, and Long going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. Gets him up to about the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal. Long going to drop back. Here comes Smith, and he's hit. Fumbles the football. It's picked up by Cook, and Cook going to spin his way into the end zone for the big man touchdown. The right tackle gets into the end zone off of the fumble. George Smith got the sack, but Cook gets the last laugh as he picks up the fumble for the big man touchdown. It's 21-7, and then on 3rd down, Hobbs looks deep and it's incomplete. Baltimore State goes 3 and out. So under 3 minutes to go now. Here's Miller to the left side. Big run on 1st down. He's going to pick up about 14, and that gets a new set of downs for the Tigers. So just over 2 minutes to go, 2nd and 9. Long going to check down to Miller, and Miller just steps out of bounds. He actually juked Barba out, but he steps out of bounds almost immediately. So now it's going to be 3rd and 15. Long going to drop back. Throws right side, caught by Bell. He runs over Reed, and he's able to get into Baltimore State territory. And Auburn's offense just cannot be stopped right now. These Baltimore State corners are getting eaten up today. And if you're a Baltimore State fan, you hate to see it. 3rd and 6, over a minute to go in the quarter. Long over the middle finds Bell. Bell able to break a couple of tackles, but then gets upended. Only got a 4-yard gain, and he's going to be short of the 1st down marker. So now Baltimore State with 58 seconds to go have a chance to make this a 1-possession game. Hobbs going to roll out on 1st and 10. He's going to get the 1st down and more. Steps out of bounds at about the 39. That is a 24-yard gain. And Hobbs showing off a little bit of the speed there as he's able to get to the outside and get a pretty big gain. And most importantly, gets out of bounds. So clock is ticking now, 2nd and 6. Hobbs over the middle, and a diving interception by Howard. An amazing play. Hobbs was looking for Hobart, but that clearly didn't work out. So with under 30 seconds to go in the half, Auburn trying to get one more touchdown or at least a field goal here. As there's a completion, Auburn calls a timeout. So now 16 seconds to go, 2nd and 10. At about the 48-yard line, Long going to dump off to Mitchell. Mitchell breaks the tackle, and he's going to get the 1st down. Another timeout by Auburn. And now might be time for Long to just throw it deep. And he's going to do just that, finds White. White breaks the tackle, and he's going to get into the end zone for another Auburn touchdown. They are absolutely dominating this first half. It's 28-7 Auburn, as Baltimore State will get one last shot at getting a return here. Cinder going to take it to the outside. To the 40. He might have a big return here. Cinder going to be stopped at the Auburn 31. That was a huge return, but unfortunately that's going to end the half as Auburn leads 28-7. We'll be back with the second half of football after this. We're into the second half now. Baltimore State down big, 28-7. And on 1st and 10, Dustin Scott going to make the catch over the middle for about 8 yards. That leads to a 2nd and 2. They're going to have to do some work to dig themselves out of this hole as Colin Mentor able to pick up the 1st down. A short 3-yard gain, but it is enough to move the 6. Now 1st and 10. Hand off to Mentor again. Mentor finds a hole, and he's able to pick up about 6 yards on the play. Mentor's not the fastest running back in the world, but he can get you some positive yards. And now here's a carry for Tank Evans. usually plays some defensive end for Baltimore State, but he's going to get a carry there. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 2. Hobbs going to throw right side, and it's tipped away incomplete. Greg Smith with the deflection. And now Auburn has the ball, looking to make this a 4-possession game and possibly put this one away. Here's the throw to Bell. He breaks the tackle and gets up to about the 49-yard line. That will be a new set of downs for the Tigers. Now 3rd and 4. And Long looking for the screen, finds Miller. Miller gets to the outside, and a big hit by Alex Ace, but Miller still picks up the first down on the 5-yard gain. So now 1st and 10, double tight set for Auburn. Long going to drop back. He scrambles, runs right into a defender, and luckily Auburn able to recover it, as Long has now fumbled the ball twice. Now 2nd and 14, Long going to dump off to Miller, and a nice tackle there by Barba. Miller only gains 3 in the play. That leads to a 3rd and 11. Long in the pistol with 3 receivers to the right side. He'll drop back, and he fumbles it again, but it's luckily recovered by the offensive line. So Auburn will get the punted away this time, and they're looking for a coffin corner punt. And that is a nice punt. It's going to bounce at about the 6 and go out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So I guess Bengal must be controlling them, since he is the best punter on YouTube. 3rd and 3. Here's the dump off to Hobart. He's going to pick up the first down as Baltimore State able to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. 2nd and 6. Time winding down in the 3rd quarter. Hobbs going to keep it on the read option, and he picks up a solid gain of about 9 yards. It'll be a new set of downs for Baltimore State. Now 1st and 10. Hobbs in the shotgun. He'll drop back, and he rolls to his right, looking to run again, and he's going to dump it off last second. Caught by Roman Sender. He's brought down at midfield. A 19-yard gain in the play, as Hobbs takes a bit of a risk, but this time it works out for him. 1st and 10, handoff to Evans again. And I hope we can see more of Tank Evans getting the football, as he's a big guy, and he can absolutely overpower a lot of defenders. Now 3rd and 6, a big run for Colin Mentor. He's able to pick up a first down into Auburn territory, as Mentor is starting to get a lot more carries as Sender's getting a little tired here. Here's Mentor again up the middle. Another first down, 13 yards on this carry. And Colin Mentor's starting to heat up a little bit. 2nd and 10, under a minute to go in the 3rd, and Rodiani Ferrioni in the game after an injury to Hobbs, and Ferrioni going to pick up the first down up to about the 9-yard line, a 14-yard gain in the play. Ferrioni still at quarterback for 1st and goal. He'll drop back, takes a shot at the end zone, and Morrison couldn't hold on to it. It gets stripped away from him. It was almost Ferrioni's first touchdown pass of the game. Now Hobbs checks back in, 2nd and goal. Throws it to the back of the end zone, and Damian Rutledge able to make the grab for the Baltimore State touchdown. And now their deficit is just 14, as Auburn gets the football back, looking to respond. Long, under pressure, rolls to his right, brought down from behind, he fumbles it. It's picked up by Cooper. Cooper looking for the scoop and score, but he's going to be brought down at about the 9-yard line. And that might just change the complexion of this football game, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and goal, Hobbs going to be brought down for the sack. A loss of 9 on the play. And that makes things a little more difficult for Baltimore State as we begin the 4th quarter. Ferrioni in the game again. He'll roll to his left. Looking towards the end zone, and Dustin Scott couldn't haul it in. But there's a flag on the play. This could be pass interference, but it is illegal touching instead, as Scott did step out of bounds. Even though he didn't catch it, he was the first person other than the quarterback to touch the ball. After stepping out of bounds, you can't do that. So now they'll settle for a 35-yard field goal, and Roger Holloway able to make it a 28-17 ball game. So now Baltimore State needs another stop here. 1st and 10. Long, looking to the left side, finds Tucker. He picks up the first down, breaks a tackle, and he's up to about the 43-yard line. And it's a new set of downs for Auburn. Now 1st and 10. Long lets it fly, and a catch by Mitchell. Hall Miller won the pick there, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, as we have a 1st and 10. Long going to dump it off, and it's intercepted. Bailey Barber with the pick, looking for a big return. Alex Hayes gets in his way, unfortunately. But that's another big turnover by Auburn, and now Baltimore State has a chance to make this a one-possession game. 3rd and 6. Hobbs over the middle finds a wide-open Dustin Scott, who gets up to about the 26-yard line. And with about 6 minutes to go, Baltimore State has plenty of time here. Hobbs throws over the middle, and he's intercepted. He was looking for Dustin Scott, but Smith able to step in front of it and get the pick, and Smith gets a good return out of this one as well, up to about the 40-yard line. And just like that, Auburn now in position to put this ball game away once again. So now 2nd and 8. Here's the throw to Mitchell. Mitchell gets to the outside, and he's brought down, and almost looked like a face mask there. But irregardless of that, it's still a first down for Auburn. 1st and 10, up to about the 46, and Miller gets brought down in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 13 from the 49. Looking for the screen pass, and it's nearly intercepted by Friday at first. Cooper nearly got it off the ricochet, but it falls incomplete. Now Baltimore State will get the ball back. 1st and 10. Hobbs going to hand it off to Mentor. Mentor cuts back, picks up the first down, takes a big shot, however, and he gains 11. So now 1st and 10. From about the 29, Hobbs going to roll to his right, and he's going to scramble, picks up the first down, and he steps out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10. Hobbs rolling to his right. And he has Mentor open. He throws it, and it's nearly intercepted. Probably should have put a little more air on that pass. But now we're going to go to a 3rd and 10. Hobbs steps up, finds James over the middle. Nice back juke there, and James is up to about the 30-yard line as Baltimore State looks to pick up the pace a little bit. 1st and 10. Hobbs rolls to his right. Plenty of green in front of him. He's going to pick up the first down and more, up to about the 13-yard line. And Baltimore State could settle for a field goal and still be relatively okay. 1st and 10. Hand off to Mentor. Mentor up the middle. He's going to pick up about 8 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 2. A critical 3rd and 2 under 3 minutes to go. Hobbs over the middle. Finds Hobart. He's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. Zach Hobart has been quiet all game, but he comes up with a big touchdown there to bring them within 4. So now 3rd and 5. Baltimore State needs to stop. They're not going to get one here as Mitchell makes the grab for the first down. So Baltimore State still has 2 timeouts here. 1st and 10. Auburn runs a little screen pass, and Cooper able to stop Davis for a 1-yard loss. Baltimore State uses their first timeout. 2nd and 11. Double tight set as they hand it off to Davis. Davis dodges a defender, picks up the first down, and he's dragged out of bounds, luckily, but that still puts Baltimore State in a very bad spot. Even if they get a stop here, they'll still probably only have 1 shot at a Hail Mary. Now 3rd and 6, Davis breaks a tackle. He's into the open field, and Davis is going to put this game away. A 39-yard touchdown run puts Auburn up 35-24, but Baltimore State still going to put up a fight, still a possibility they can come back and win this one as Hobart makes the grab down the field for a 20-yard gain. 26 seconds to go, no timeouts remaining. Hobbs looks down the field, finds Hobart again into Auburn territory for the first down, but they have to hurry it up. 10 seconds remaining. Hobbs going to throw right side near the sideline. Turner makes the grab but doesn't get out of bounds, so they have to run another play very quickly. 5 seconds remaining. Hobbs over the middle finds James. He has to get into the end zone, and he does with 1 second on the clock. Touchdown Baltimore State, but they still have to go for 2, and they still have to get the onside kick afterwards. Hobbs throws over the middle, finds Turner. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but now it's going to come down to this onside kick. Furthermore, it cannot touch an Auburn player, otherwise the game clock will start, and obviously that would end the game here. So Morris with the kick, it goes right to an Auburn player, and that is going to seal it. Auburn with a 35-32 victory, holding off the Baltimore State comeback bid. And this was a rough first half for Baltimore State, but they played much better in the second half. And honestly, we're just a few missed opportunities away from coming back and winning this game. Julius Hobbs, 24 of 40, 286 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in this one. Colin Mentor led the team with 63 yards on 15 carries. Roman Cinder only 18 yards on 5 carries in this one. Hobbs had 55 yards on 5 carries himself. Receiving-wise, Dustin Scott led the team with 53 yards and a touchdown on 6 catches. Hobart had 59 yards and a touchdown, but was pretty quiet until the final drive of the game. And defensively, Calvin Triangian had 6 tackles to lead the team. And the defense played a lot better in the second half than they did in the first, but Their slow start was really just too much to overcome, and they couldn't get a stop when they needed it on the final drive of the game, and it cost them. So Auburn improves to 2-1 on the season by winning their home opener, and they'll be hosting Temple next week. Baltimore State drops back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll be hosting Kansas next week. Overall, I think this team is a lot better than they were last year, but they still have a lot to improve on, as was shown in this game against Auburn. But now we'll go to the top 25, and Alabama is still number 1. Florida State moves up to number 2 after Nebraska lost a heartbreaker to South Carolina. 34-19 was the final there, so sorry to all my Nebraska fans. Husker, I know you're not very happy about that. But looking at the top 25, a lot of different teams moving up and down. Georgia also lost as well, so sorry AP and Beast. But obviously Baltimore State's still not receiving votes, and Penn State also lost as well, so sorry to any Penn State fans out there. And we look at the others receiving votes. Ohio State and Michigan completely drop out. So looking at this game against Kansas, Kirk Herbstreit is actually picking them to win the game, which I can't really be too mad about. But at the same time, it is Kansas, and their only loss of the season so far has been to Texas. They beat FCS Southeast and Purdue so far this year, and their quarterback Evans is looking really good so far. So this should be a pretty interesting matchup. We'll see what Kansas is looking like. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the sub button if you're new to the channel as well. Also, make sure you guys turn your notifications on so you can join the notification gang. That way, every time I drop a video, you guys will be notified. But if you do have your notifications on and you still notice that you're still not getting my videos, then make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and join my Discord server. I update both of them with every video that I put out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, guys, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3000. I'm out E5000. Deuces.